Hey radio family, we've got a new way to win. Ace TJ Prime Rewards. Win great stuff like gift cards, Ace and TJ merch, concert tickets, and exclusive money can't buy experiences. Win it all with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. It's so easy. Download the Ace and TJ family app in your app store or at acetj.com/app and start winning with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. New winners every week. Fun and free. Get the app and play Ace TJ Prime Rewards. We always knew you were a winner. Now it's your chance to prove it. Get the app today.
If it's trending, it's here now. This is Now Trending with Riggins on the Ace and TJ Show.
Memorial Day top trending topic. At the moment, people still talking about their holiday weekend. Some craziness happened. I saw some clips on the news from New Jersey, I think, on the boardwalk. This insane scene playing out, chaos, people running down the boardwalk, police, the whole thing.
What was that about? I saw the clips, but I never saw what exactly had transpired.
I don't know. I didn't see any report other than it was chaos on the boardwalk. Yeah. And they don't seem to really elaborate. But I think anytime you get that many people in one place.
Or it could just be that whole thing where it's a whole bunch of people walking and then all of a sudden one person takes off running and then everybody takes off running because they don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
It could be that. Or it could be that they're just in New Jersey and everything in New Jersey is chaotic.
That's true.
They could have just looked around and realized, oh, my God, I'm in New Jersey. Let's get out of here.
It just hit them. Time to run.
I just saw a headline that says the local authorities are blaming, quote, unruly, undisciplined, unparented children, end quote.
Children.
I guess there was some kind of a fight and somebody was stabbed and that kind of deal.
That doesn't sound like children.
Yeah.
It's the most dangerous children in the world.
Yeah.
That is scary.
A little more than unbehaved, unruly, misbehaving.
So Memorial Day top trending topic, followed by Bill Walton. The news broke yesterday. Bill Walton, 71, basketball NBA Hall of Famer. You recognize him even if you don't know his name. Sportscaster, legendary, all those things.
Discount, big box store creator, from the Walton family.
Yeah, a lot of power behind the name too. 71 years old, died of after a long battle with cancer. So he is also one of the top trending topics. Now, you guys might be able to shed a little more insight than I will. But right below Bill Walton, Angel Hernandez is trending. He's that.
Yeah, the umpire that is awful. Just absolutely awful.
People seem to hate this guy.
He's terrible.
He's terrible.
What did he do now?
So he's retiring. So people are relieved to see this good news.
I just said the other day, Ace, to my son, I go, how does he come to work every day? Why hasn't he been put down to the minor leagues? Don't they do that with umpires just like they do players?
Or do they get seniority and they can't do that because of the way the umpires union or something works? I don't know, but it seems like they should have already gotten rid of him.
Yeah, because nobody watching baseball should know any of the umpires' names.
Exactly.
That's your thing there. You shouldn't be a legend if you're an umpire. And he's a legend.
He's a legend. That's
People know who Angel Hernandez is because he's so terrible.
Yeah.
Is he retiring right now, or is he waiting until the end of the season to retire?
I believe he's retiring right now. And the tweets and the posts are just... I mean, you would have thought this guy was a domestic terrorist. I mean, people hate him.
He could be a nice guy. He could. I don't know.
Yeah,
he could be a nice guy.
Person that he's mad at his job.
But yeah, he needs to get out.
Time to go. Sorry, buddy. So those are just a few things that are now trending.
What happens when somebody comes into a little bit of money? How does that change the dynamic of the friend group, especially when they're asking you to help them for free? It's today's edition of Group Therapy. Coming up next. Hang on.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months, 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin.
This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
Today's National Hamburger Day. It's always the 20th. It just so happens this year it comes after Memorial Day weekend. So you just had a bunch of hamburgers over the weekend. Now it's have a hamburger kind of thing.
Another one.
Yeah, and a bunch of people have free stuff today. Like Wendy's, you can get free stuff at a lot of places today if you use the app and everything. So it's worth checking out.
Absolutely.
Tuesday, the doctors are in. This is group therapy on the Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show.
All right. Today's edition of group therapy. By the way, before we start, if you have a question, need some advice, some assistance, you can hit us up anytime. Just DM us at the Ace TJ Show. And then, we'll get to it every Tuesday at this time. We do group therapy. Hey, guys, I need some perspective, I think. We have a dear friend in our group who recently inherited a lot of money. It puts her in a different economic situation than the rest of our group by a huge amount. She's been doing some traveling and enjoying life, and this is terrible. Enjoying life, and I think and we are happy for her. But some of our friends are feeling resentful. They think that she should be, quote unquote, sharing the wealth. I guess because she didn't earn it. I don't know. I don't get it. Do you think that she's obligated to share? I think one thing that might be rubbing people the wrong way is her asking us to take care of her pets when she travels. She doesn't want to put them in a kennel, and she also doesn't pay us. That's a little tacky, I guess. We'd love your thoughts. Well, first off, she doesn't owe you money just because she inherited money.
Regardless of what the indoctrination of your public school education has taught you.
Yeah, she doesn't owe
in
you
college,
anything.
Especially if you went to college, that's been indoctrinated into you by Marxist professors.
But it does seem a little tacky
But
to
you
ask
should
your
pay
friends
'em, yeah.
right after you get a bunch of money. You're like, I'm not going to pay. Tacky is the right word for that.
Yeah, that is a good word for it.
I think so.
She could easily be, let me pay you something for doing this for me. Thank you.
But I wonder, though, since they're in the mindset of class warfare, if it even is what would be considered a bunch of money, or if it's just a bunch of money to them.
Good. That's a good question. I don't. Yeah, it doesn't say how much money it is.
She said it put her in a different economic situation by a lot. So whatever that means. Yeah, they could be living on the street, and $10 would be a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she should offer to pay them anyway for watching her dog, whether she had money or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She should offer that.
She's certainly not obligated to sort of lavish you with gifts and vacations, but pay your friends if they're going to do a job for you.
And again, it's one thing if it happens once. Like, hey, I'm gonna take a little trip. Can you mind watching my dog? But if she's done it now, it seems like she's done it several times. Like, hey, I'm going away for the weekend. Will you watch the dog for me? I'm going away next weekend. Will you watch the dog for me? Okay, that's enough.
Sending love from Turks and Caicos.
So at the Ace TJ Show, what are your thoughts? A, should she be sharing the wealth? Which I think is just a stupid thing to even believe. B, should she be paying for them to watch her dog? And what could she do to make this all a little bit better? We'll see what you say. Coming up next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
We're here with Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies. And Richard, not just mortgages, not just home sales. Now you're helping people with home improvements.
Yeah, that's right. So if you want a backyard that you've always dreamed of, or you need siding, windows, whatever you need, give us a call. Check it out.
You've got the money in your home. Richard just helps you find it. Finds the best way for you to do it. It's very simple. All you have to do is start by going to homewithrichard.com. It's homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies. Hey, it's Ace, and for a long time, we've told you about Neogenics, Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic, and how phenomenal a job they did helping me with my left wrist. Well, this is Neil. Neil Simler is a member of the Ace and TJ Radio family. Neil, you took the free consultation to have them check out your elbow and talk about what happened just when you went for the free consultation.
They were very straightforward and let me know that they weren't going to treat any of my ailments if they weren't 100% sure that they were going to be able to effectively help my issue. And once were they pushy with trying to get me to spend more money and do, the higher end shots.
Now, 3 months later, how do you feel?
I'm 95% better, if not 100%. It's just been one of the best decisions I've made. Do yourself a favor, get out there as soon as possible.
Set up your free consultation today at acetj.com/neogenics. It's Neogenix. Neogenics, Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic.
Don't just listen to the Ace and TJ Show. Watch it. Now available 24 hours a day on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
What happens when somebody gets a lot of money and leaves everybody else financially, economically behind? That's kind of the situation with today's group therapy. A friend of the group inherited a lot of money recently. It puts her in a different economic situation than the rest of our group by a huge amount. She's been traveling. Some of the friends think she should be sharing the wealth because she inherited the money, which is dumb. But she says she asked her to take care of her pets rather than put them in a kennel or whatever. And she doesn't pay anybody. Would love your thoughts. Well, like Jessica says here, she's definitely not obligated to share, but she should be compensating you for taking care of the animals. Kayla said, anytime someone gets money, others think they're entitled to it. They flock like birds with their sour opinions and want their cut. Entitlement in any case is wild. No, she's not obligated to share money with you.
I bet they won't be friends very much longer, to be honest with you.
Well,
I think they're about to grow apart.
There's a lady,
and they're going to blame her for it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. There's another lady here that says she owes your group nothing as far as the money is concerned. But then she says, you're an adult. You have a right to say, no, I can't take care of the pets. You know, if you could pay me, I could take care of them, that kind of thing. Because you may lose a friend over it, but, you know.
But that actually changes their friendship because of the money, now that I think about it. It goes from their being willing to help out a friend to now all of a sudden they work for the friend. You know, so it'd be like saying,
true.
You know, you did this out of, you know, friendship to me. So it may be insulting for me now that I've got this money. You may take it in the way like, oh, you think now that you've got all this money, you can you're our boss now, that you want us to work for you?
Yeah, but like we said before, if you do it once, oh, I'm being your friend. If you're now doing it, if you're traveling a lot and expecting me to regularly take care of your pets, well, you should be helping me out a little bit.
And would she be taking care of their pets if they needed it?
Nope.
Not now that she's rich, right?
Not now that she's rich.
You don't think she
living
would?
the life in Pigeon Forge. We need help. You got to help us while you're out gallivanting around.
Who's going to help us?
That's exactly right.
Maybe she would, but I get it. Once is one thing, once or twice. If it's becoming a regular thing, you're asking too much, and you should do something to help that person out.
But you know, it's a proven fact that poor people can be vicious.
Is that a proven fact? TJ?
Yes.
I was not aware.
It is.
Yeah, I'm pretty vicious. So.
Yeah. All right. So overall, the agreement is absolutely not. She doesn't owe anybody in the friend group anything. But you know, after a couple of times, you could say, "Hey, listen, let me give you $50 for doing this. This is the third time you've done this, you know, in a month. I've been gone every weekend. I just appreciate it. I just want to say thank you."
I think she needs to distance herself from all of them.
Okay.
Because she has changed in their eyes just by coming into this money, and that's not the way real friends look at you.
That's true.
So she needs new friends.
Wealthier friends?
Just friends that don't feel like that she owes them anything.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yes. Yes.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Ooh, who are the ladies lusting after right now? That may not be what you typically think. It's a rodent-faced man. Coming next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and Richard is going to help you get out of credit card debt. And when he pulls your information, it will not your credit.
That's right.
Ding, it won't ding
yeah,
your credit.
no dinging, no dinging of the credit. We're going to find out and see what we can do for you, so you don't have to be bombarded by having a negative effect on your credit.
Yeah, it's very simple. It's a lot easier than you think. It all starts by going to homewithrichard.com, and they take care of the rest. It's homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies.
The Johnson Group has been cleaning some of Charlotte's most prestigious businesses since 1985. Family owned and operated. Learn more at acetj.com/clean. It's first class cleaning with the Johnson Group.
This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
Dad bods are dead. Golden Retriever boyfriend. You've both been replaced by rat-faced men. There's a new thing. It's called rodent handsome. It refers to guys who are more svelte than muscular. You know, lean, pinched, angular features that are not considered conventionally handsome. They also display the all caps opposite of toxic masculinity. They're not afraid to publicly show love to their partners in a, quote, slightly weird but sexy way, end quote. The phenomenon has gained a lot of traction thanks to the two guys that Zendaya's messing around with in that new that tennis movie, Challengers. I just know the movie's out. I really know nothing about that movie.
It's about the space shuttle, right?
Yes. Josh O'Connor, who's in that movie, has been compared to Roddy St. James, the rat from the movie Flushed Away. And people think the other guy looks like Stuart Little, but in a good way. And that everybody should want to, this is the new guy. Other sexy rodent men, Karen Culkin, Taylor Swift's ex-boyfriend, Maddie Healy from the 1975, Tom Holland, Tobey Maguire. You get the idea.
Jeremy White, whatever his name is, Jeremy Allen White.
Yeah.
Is he one of them?
Yes.
Yeah, he's got kind of the pursed.
Yeah. So what it means is beady eyes, a pointed nose, and your top teeth protrude a little bit, it seems. You got small little rat teeth. So all of the things that handsome men are made of.
I know. Yep, that's it. It's the rodent man. Rodent handsome.
So what's the opposite in this definition of toxic masculinity?
It just says they also display the opposite of toxic masculinity, and they're not afraid to publicly show love to their partners in a, quote, slightly weird but sexy way, end quote.
Mm-hmm. That's
what is that?
Exactly? Real women don't want that.
What is a slightly weird but sexy way your man can show love for you in public?
See, that when they write something like that, Ace, they don't have to define it.
Right.
It's just a bunch of words because they don't know. They're just writing an article. They don't know. And real women don't want any of this stuff that they're talking about.
Well, yeah, there's not a man in this room that fits into being rodent handsome, so we're all out of luck, I guess.
No. Looking for a guy with a rat face.
That is usually, when people are described as being rat face, and it's always a good way, that they're being described.
Every time it's described in a good way.
Rat face guy.
But I love it.
Oh.
What?
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Oh, when it rains, it pours. Britney Spears just can't catch a break, and she's telling all her Instagram followers why. Coming up in Now Trending.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
So our friend Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies, is here, and he has helped us so many times through the years. And when it comes to mortgages, he's going to get you the best deal.
That's right. We are the best deal. And if you're under contract to buy a house, you should check us out. I mean, you're not going to. They never do. but we're the best deal.
But feel free, you should, and because we've used him for years for a variety of different things. Whatever you're needing, go to homewithrichard.com to get the process started, and they can take care of you from there. Homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies.
Currents is Lake Norman's #1 lifestyle magazine. Every month, Currents brings you the latest news on what's happening in the Lake Norman area. They've been serving the Lake Norman community for over 13 years. See the latest issue of Currents now at lncurrents.com.
If it's trending, it's here now. This is Now Trending with Riggins on the Ace and TJ Show.
Memorial Day is the top trending topic. I hope everybody enjoyed the long weekend and remembered the purpose for the holiday, but Britney Spears definitely did not on Sunday. She took to Instagram and told all of her many millions of followers that she is the victim of a robbery. She was burglared, as Paris Hilton calls it. She was burgled.
She was burgled.
She was burgled. She said they stole all of her jewelry, and she starts videoing the inside of her many, many jewelry boxes, and has on the baby voice that she sometimes does, and says they took everything I had, everything, every piece of it. So, as TJ pointed out during a commercial a second ago, well, that's proof that she was robbed. She's showing her empty jewelry box.
Yeah. I mean,
she was definitely robbed.
Right there, yeah. Every bit of it's gone. Even the little ring holder sections and everything are empty.
Yeah. So maybe she was robbed, and that's terrible.
But wouldn't there be a police report?
They said there was no police report filed yet. She's still weighing her options. But I think that's like step number one. You call the police if you believe you were burgled.
Because if you have insurance, you have to file a police report in order for your insurance to pay off the hundreds of thousands of, if not millions of dollars worth of jewelry that you have because you're filthy rich.
Yeah.
Some of them were one-of-a-kind pieces. She had several pieces that were one of a kind. That looked exactly the same.
Yeah, she says she doesn't even buy expensive jewelry because she's so scared of it being stolen, and now it's actually been stolen. So poor Brittany did not have a great weekend. Along with Mike Tyson, he was trending over the weekend. He had what they were calling, where I saw everywhere, a scary medical incident. But his fight with Jake Paul that's set to happen in July is still on the schedule. So
it's an inflamed ulcer is what he had.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, it was an inflamed ulcer. So the medical staff met him when they landed. Everything was fine. They got him taken care of. The fight will not be affected in any way, they said.
Yeah, the problem was that where the ulcer was.
Is that right?
It was inflamed.
Yeah.
Ulcer sounds bad enough, but inflamed ulcer is even worse. And then Paris Hilton's catching a bunch of crap online. She posted this video. She's got these 2 little kids now, and she posted a video of her kid in the water, and people were quick to point out that the child's life vest is on backwards. I love you, but that life vest is not properly secured. She's holding the baby, but people love just adding their 2 cents in when it comes to
knowing
child safety.
What Paris Hilton used to do with working hand in glove with the paparazzi and all, to make it seem like that they just showed up to follow her and then she was tipping them off and all that. I wouldn't put it past her to do that on purpose, just to put it on the baby backward on purpose, just to get the attention and have people go nuts and laugh at them.
It might work.
Yeah.
I mean, the baby's got arm floaties on. It's got the full life vest on, but it was on backwards. So that is true. Poor Paris Hilton. Feel terrible for her. But those are just a few things that are now trending.
So Rob has admitted to being kind of a sore loser when it comes to these board games and card games. And since he's been doing these what are called store showdowns, where he goes and plays cards against other people that are like him, they seem to be the same way that he is about being a sore loser. So I have figured it out because I'm basically a psychiatrist. Okay. So I will tell you why Rob and his cohorts are sore losers coming up next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
It's been a debate here for years.
Does great furniture look good?
Or does it feel good?
Does it fit the style of the room good?
Or does it sit good?
Well, after years of debate
and years of research,
we've decided great furniture
is good fitting
and good sitting.
Love where you live, Lake Norman, and get an Adirondack chair for just $279. In stock and ready to rock only at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress.
Live each weekday on your radio, anytime you want, wherever you get podcasts. This is the Ace and TJ Podcast and Radio Show.
Pow. Tech D Rob has been competing in these card tournaments. They're not poker tournaments or anything. They're trading card tournaments with the likes of Star Wars characters and things of that nature, fitting along with his nerd personality, his nerd profile, as we will say. And he's proud of his nerd profile and makes no apologies for it or excuses or denials at all, which is one of the many great things about Tech D Rob. But these big tournaments take place at hotel ballrooms and stuff like that. And he has to travel for them. And then lately he's been going to these different board game trading card stores and playing in these tournaments. And then he calls them store showdowns. Is that what you call them, Rob, or is that what they're just called?
That's what they're called.
They're called store showdowns. Right. All right. And you participated in a store showdown the other day, and you won, right? Just in this one where you said that the guy was a sore loser. I know you did more than that, but we'll just focus on this one right now.
This past weekend, I did not win.
You didn't?
No, but the past 2 that I did go to. But there was a game that I won that someone was a sore loser.
Okay. So you beat him, and he was a sore loser, but you didn't win the championship.
No, not this week.
Okay. So you say he was very nice.
Yeah, he was a nice guy, but then he kept complaining about certain cards that I was playing. And he also would complain about, whenever I would play one of those cards, he'd go, "Oh, it must be nice, have that one ready to go."
Yeah, just kind of kind of a whiny sort of way.
I feel like this was the next in a long line of losing with what he'd been doing. So it was like the straw that broke the camel's back type situation.
Okay, but you said that you don't blame him, that you're the same way when it comes to losing board games and card games and stuff.
Correct.
You're not a good loser.
Yeah, I'm not at all.
Okay. Now, I figured out that makes perfect sense psychologically, because these people who are like Rob, that are all into just not just video games, but they enjoy board games and card tournaments and things of that nature. Would you say it's safe to say, Rob, that a very small percentage of people who are into this type of stuff grew up playing organized sports?
Very, very few, yes.
Okay.
Fair.
All right. So that's where it comes into play of being a sore loser, because when you grow up playing sports, you have to learn to deal with losing and how to be a good loser and a good winner. Yeah. And so since they haven't played sports, they don't know this. So when they lose their little competitions, they get upset about it and lash out.
That's fair. That makes sense.
What?
Did he lash out, or was he just being
lashing
kind
out?
of
Rob
stink?
saying he was playing the wrong cards. I came to you playing that card. Where did you get those cards?
He was loudly complaining.
He was loudly complaining?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm dying to hear what that sounded like.
I know. Same. Yeah, why is there not a recording of that?
I had to walk away and go talk to my friends afterwards, and I just walked away with huge eyes looking like, oh, my God.
But something else happened with Rob over the weekend that y'all are going to be shocked. And you're not even going to be able to picture him in this situation. Coming up next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Well, here we are, another new year, and you're, again, going to try to lose that weight you've been needing to lose for a long time. Well, here's what you need. You need Calitrin to help, because Calitrin is not a drug. No, not at all. It is natural and effective. It's scientifically proven to help you lose weight and get better sleep. When you buy 3 months supply of Calitrin, you will get 3 months free right now, and consistency is the key with Calitrin. So order it today at acetj.com/weight loss. It's Calitrin.
Create an unforgettable experience with the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com. Weddings, banquets, shows, expos, they do it all at the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com.
Available when you want it, how you want it. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
Okay, sometime over the holiday weekend, I saw Rob had posted on a story or something on Instagram that he was drinking that hard Mountain Dew.
Okay.
And you can't get the hard Mountain Dew in North Carolina, right?
Correct. You have to go to either Virginia above us or Tennessee to the west.
Right. You can't even get it in South Carolina, where you live, right across the state line.
Nope.
So somebody brought it to you from Tennessee.
Yeah, they went to Pigeon Forge or whatever, I believe, over there.
Oh, must be nice.
Wow.
Must be nice. So, was it good?
It was incredibly good. This was the Baja Blast variety pack. So it was all Baja Blast, but different flavors of Baja Blast. It was incredible.
So Baja Blast alcohol.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Now, how many of those did you drink in, was it Saturday night?
Yeah.
How many of those did you drink Saturday night?
11.
11.
Shut up.
Our Tech D Rob, who doesn't get all crazy with vices other than video games and board games and stuff. 11 hard Mountain Dew Baja Blasts. And what else?
Oh, hold on. I have the list here because it was a good bit. A rum and Coke that I had. We were playing a game that in the game is like have someone mix you a drink and you have to chug it. So a rum and Coke, I chugged it. I had a shot of apple dumpling whiskey, and then another thing was I had to take a few sips of someone else's drink, and they made me drink an IPA, so I had a couple gulps of that as well.
Ugh.
Damn. That one was rough. That was the only one that was rough was the IPA.
Wow. So, how long did it take you to get from the car when Meredith drove you home, just inside the house to sit down at the table?
Probably 30 minutes total. There was a part in between where I stopped at the washer and dryer room, and I leaned on the dryer for about 15 minutes. Took me about 15
So he kept
minutes to get in
stopping
there.
on his way just to the dining room where he could sit down at the table. It took him about 30 minutes.
You spent 15 minutes leaning against the dryer?
Well, that was the first of the last half of the 15 minutes. The first 15 was getting out of the car.
He stayed in the car for 15 minutes.
I couldn't get out.
Okay. And then how long did it take you to move from sitting and resting at the table to being asleep?
Well, 30 minutes from when I got to the table, I finally got up and went to the couch.
So sat at the table 30 minutes, then went to the couch.
Which is it's a long walk.
Yeah.
So I took my pants off and just laid on the couch.
And slept there?
For about 2 hours. Okay. Then I woke up around 5, and I finally made it to bed.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that's incredible. You chugged a rum and coke at 38. I mean, that's insane. I mean, what is going on? 11 hard Mountain Dew.
I have one of the 12-pack in my fridge right now, and
this is somebody who barely drinks.
Yep.
That was so shocking.
How about the fact
crazy.
so you didn't go to bed until 3? You passed out on the couch at 3?
I guess.
Home at 2, asleep at 3. At 5, you went to the bedroom?
And I'll tell you, this isn't my timeline because I don't remember.
Yeah, and the best part is that Meredith just left him in the car.
Yeah, just going inside. I'll wait on this.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
We're here with Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies. And Richard, not just mortgages, not just home sales. Now you're helping people with home improvements.
Yeah, that's right. So if you want a backyard that you've always dreamed of, or you need siding, windows, whatever you need, give us a call. Check it out.
You've got the money in your home. Richard just helps you find it. Finds the best way for you to do it. It's very simple. All you have to do is start by going to homewithrichard.com. It's homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies. Hey, it's Ace, and for a long time, we've told you about Neogenics, Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic, and how phenomenal a job they did helping me with my left wrist. Well, this is Neil. Neil Simler's a member of the Ace and TJ Radio family. Neil, you took the free consultation to have them check out your elbow and talk about what happened just when you went for the free consultation.
They were very straightforward and let me know that they weren't going to treat any of my ailments if they weren't 100% sure that they were going to be able to effectively help my issue. And never once were they pushy with trying to get me to spend more money and do, the higher end shots.
Now, 3 months later, how do you feel?
I'm 95% better, if not 100%. It's just been one of the best decisions I've made. Do yourself a favor, get out there as soon as possible.
Set up your free consultation today at acetj.com/neogenics. It's Neogenix. Neogenics, Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic.
This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
Hey, so you drinking an energy drink today? Are you on the energy drinks?
Yes, I had one. My wife had one in the refrigerator for me, so I already had one.
Oh, so it was like a lightweight one?
Yeah.
Because she doesn't want you drinking them.
No, it's the ones that she likes, but she just grabbed me an extra one.
So it's okay for her to drink them, just you're not supposed to drink them because you're old.
That appears to be the case. Yes.
Okay. Well, I've got the solution for you. You can start making your own homemade, quote unquote, Red Bull.
That's a
Compliments of Miss Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Have y'all seen the TikTok that she made where she was showing how they made homemade Red Bull in prison?
No.
Oh, it looks delicious.
Oh God,
absolutely delicious. And she said that she grew to love them, and that's how she drinks at home now. She
prison Red Bull.
Yeah. So what she does is takes instant Folgers coffee and dissolves it in water and puts that in a mixing bowl, and then dumps a packet of Kool-Aid in it. She used the high C. Dumps that in there, and then crushed up Jolly Ranchers and Fanta orange soda. Pours that in there, stirs it all up, gets it juicy tasting, she said, and then you pour that over ice.
Oh my God!
So it's got the boost of the caffeine and then all of the sugar and everything.
So
I think that's all that was in it. I'm not sure. I mean, it's easy to find because it's all over the place that she's making this cooking recipe. And at the beginning, she said, and some people could put alcohol in it, but I don't promote alcohol on my channel. Okay. Meanwhile, she's promoting, getting basically high on this beverage, because at the end she goes, and if you really are daring, then instead of using this, you'll mix it with Red Bull, and you really get
so you got coffee,
zooming.
Coffee, Kool-Aid, Jolly Ranchers, and what was the last thing?
Strawberry soda.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And she's still drinking that at home?
Yeah.
Like, there's better options.
She goes, I just like it now. It's just, I've acquired a taste for it.
I bet if you said, you're like, this is nothing like Red Bull.
No, it doesn't even sound like Red Bull.
It doesn't sound anything like it.
It actually, if it didn't have the instant coffee part of it, if there was some other way just to put liquid caffeine in it or something, I think it would be better than Red Bull.
Heck yeah.
I'd leave the Jolly Ranchers out of it. You don't want to crunch on anything in a beverage.
No.
Unless it's ice. You don't want to be crunching on anything.
Gypsy, I don't want to promote alcohol. It's like, but you stabbed your mother to death. We're not promoting alcohol.
Yeah, I'm not promoting alcohol on my channel. It's a rule I set for myself a long time ago, and I'm just not going to go there. I mean, I'm not. So I'm just going to show you what we drank to get an energy boost in prison. I'll show you how to make prison energy drinks.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
The death of an icon coming up in Now Trending.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and Richard is going to help you get out of credit card debt. And when he pulls your information, it will not your credit.
That's right.
Ding, it won't ding
yeah,
your credit.
no dinging, no dinging of the credit. We're going to find out and see what we can do for you, so you don't have to be bombarded by having a negative effect on your credit.
Yeah, it's very simple. It's a lot easier than you think. It all starts by going to homewithrichard.com, and they take care of the rest. It's homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies. Meal delivery services are a big thing right now, but Table and Twine is your local meal delivery service. The meals are fresh, not frozen like national chains. Plus, their meals start at just $7.99 a serving. Take back that time in your day, leave the shopping, preparation, and cooking to Table and Twine. Get details at tableandtwine.com. That's tableandtwine.com.
If it's trending, it's here now. This is Now Trending with Riggins on the Ace and TJ Show.
So America's Best Contacts and Eyeglasses have decided to pull Diddy's line of Sean John eyeglasses frames. Probably a good idea. Yeah. I didn't really think about Sean John. That's still a pretty massive brand. I mean, it's certainly not as popular as it once was, but that stuff's probably carried in a lot of stores, and I wonder if they're just going to yank that.
What about his vodka?
Yeah, doesn't he do the vodka stuff?
Is his vodka called, is it Rain? Is that the one that's his?
I forget. But yeah, I know he's got alcohol, and he's got all these brands. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see the fallout. This is kind of one of the first ones I've seen where they're like, we're not going to carry your eyeglasses frames. So
yeah, well, the way I look at that is, I mean, all of this stuff that he's accused of is really, really bad. But when they went into business with him, they had to have known he was a dirtbag then. I mean, he's been a dirtbag for a long, long time.
Was that common knowledge, though?
Puffy Sean has.
I didn't know that at all.
I don't even mean illegal stuff. I mean just being a dirtbag, just being a jerk, just being a terrible person. If you didn't know that, when you went into business with him, then y'all need to get out a little bit.
And it did turn out that Sean John is on its way down.
Yeah,
like it was pulled out of Macy's back in fall of 2023. They started pulling it. They said people aren't buying it anymore, so they were getting to remove
that stuff. Was always pretty bad. I thought that stuff was pretty ugly.
And what is his vodka called?
I don't know. We'll have to find that out.
Puffy's vodka.
Puffy vodka.
Ciroc?
Yeah, that's it.
Ciroc. That's right.
Yeah.
Morgan Spurlock died. He was the director of Super Size Me. That happened on Friday, but people were discussing his films after that. Do you guys remember Super Size Me?
Yeah, but it's one of those things that
it's just an anti-capitalist piece of propaganda.
Because other people have done the exact same thing and gotten healthier or lost weight. It's all about whatever choices you make. Of course, if you eat 3 Big Macs a day or whatever,
not good for you.
It's not going to be good for you for 30 days.
Yeah, right. Bill Walton also passed away. NBA Hall of Famer, died at the age of 71 after a battle with cancer. Nicki Minaj was arrested over the weekend in the Netherlands for carrying drugs. She said it was her security team's weed. They were pre-rolled marijuana cigarettes. But I think she was flying out of Amsterdam, I thought that was totally cool to smoke weed there. I guess not.
Yeah, they caught her in the nether regions.
That's what happened. That's what happened. So I've got an exciting day tomorrow, and I'm going to tell you all about it coming up next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months, 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin. If you want all of the heating, air, and electrical work in your house done by the very best, then you need Bradham Brothers. They've been a family business thriving for over 50 years, and that means they're doing something right. Go to Bradham Brothers.
This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
So, I'm a Catholic. I went to Catholic school. My whole family's Catholic. They're all from Chicago. And
That's Riggins.
My name's Riggins. And tomorrow, for the first time as an adult, we're getting a new bishop in Charlotte. There's 2 bishops for North Carolina where we live. There's one for Charlotte, one for Raleigh. The last bishop was installed in 2003, and to show you how long ago that was, I was an altar boy, altar server at that installation mass. And eventually my mom worked for the bishop and all that, and he called over the weekend while she was gone, and I saw his name pop up. It just said bishop. I was like, I'm going to answer the phone, talk to the bishop. I didn't, but I wanted to. But
you were at their house.
I was at their house, yeah. So tomorrow is the installation of the new bishop, and I was personally invited to attend.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I guess they need a little bit of star power. So happy to oblige.
Are you going?
Of course I am. You can't say no to that. I mean,
Is it Bishop Bullwinkle?
It is not Bishop Bullwinkle. We should check up on him, by the way. We need to find out what's doing with old Bishop Bullwinkle.
Hail to the no.
Oh, he passed away.
Oh, he did?
Oh, he's dead?
How did we not know?
How y'all feel now?
Oh, what are we going to do?
Yeah.
I don't know what church he was a bishop for, but
Bishop Bullwinkle?
it was one that allowed a variety of things. I'll say that. They were pretty fast and loose with the rules at that church.
It wasn't exactly what you would call a politically correct church.
Yeah.
Yeah, not at all. So yeah, it's pretty exciting, but that will happen tomorrow, and I'm very excited about it. So I gotta be on my go get a haircut is what I'm thinking is number one step.
Is it a mass?
Yeah, it'll be a mass, and it'll be a lot of pomp and circumstance, I'm assuming. But this is the first bishop, I believe, that is a friar. He's a Franciscan friar who take like vows of like poverty, and like it's a whole thing. So we'll see how this pans out. But I'm excited about it. My question is, who are you single-handedly keeping in business right now? Arby's catches a lot of flack, and people say, I must be the only person keeping Arby's in business. We're going to find out what that business is for you coming up next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and Richard is going to help you get out of credit card debt. And when he pulls your information, it will not your credit.
That's right.
Ding, it won't ding
yeah,
your credit.
no dinging, no dinging of the credit. We're going to find out and see what we can do for you, so you don't have to be bombarded by having a negative effect on your credit.
Yeah, it's very simple. It's a lot easier than you think. It all starts by going to homewithrichard.com, and they take care of the rest. It's homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies.
When it comes to buying or selling a house, you know, there are all kinds of people that can help you do that, but not like the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. They are so much more than just real estate salespeople. Find out by going to acetj.com/Temple team.
They say there are only 2 things certain in life: sweet deals at Sweet Dreams and taxes.
And only one of those is certain this month.
Which one?
The sweet deals at Sweet Dreams.
What about the taxes?
No sales tax the entire month of April at Sweet Dreams.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And don't call me Shirley.
Love where you live, Lake Norman, and pay no sales tax during the month of April. Only at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress.
Live each weekday on your radio, anytime you want, wherever you get podcasts. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
So TJ's rocking some new facial hair. Was that a conscious decision, or was that another mistake like you did last time where you showed up with a...
I kind of did this one on purpose.
Okay.
Because I know I was going to be out in the sun all the weekend, and I wanted sun on as much of my face as possible to get a little tan going.
Just get those UV rays all over that face of yours.
But then probably by the end of the week, I'll have shadow again.
Okay. All right. Just checking.
And it's a short week, too, so.
Yeah. I always love when people guys show up with like different facial hair, and they go, "Yeah, I screwed up," because Rob does it all the time.
Right.
Yeah, I do it a lot too. I did it last time.
It seems like it's a regular part of Rob's, weekly activities to show up and say, "Oh, I just messed up."
He'll come in with like a full beard, no mustache. Like it's always something like very peculiar, but I like it. So I told the story a couple months ago that I got drunk, and I fall for those Instagram ads that show you things from Amazon and stuff, and that's how I ended up buying my dog peanut butter bubbles, which sounds like a health problem, but it's not. They're just bubbles that smell like peanut butter. Really stupid decision, but I'm sure of all the orders that the peanut butter bubble company got that week, I mean, how many could there have been? It must have been me and me alone. There are not that many people out there looking for peanut butter bubbles. What business are you single-handedly keeping in business? There's a running joke on TikTok of people going to Arby's, sitting in the drive-thru and going, "I don't care. I'm glad y'all hate Arby's because I am single-handedly keeping them in business. I'm there all the time. I love Arby's, and I love that." So what product or service or business are you keeping alive just by your patronage? Because I think it's noble. I think it's a valiant effort. At the Ace TJ Show. We'll get your answers next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
So our friend Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies, is here, and he has helped us so many times through the years. And when it comes to mortgages, he's going to get you the best deal.
That's right. We are the best deal. And if you're under contract to buy a house, you should check us out. I mean, you're not going to. They never do. but we're the best deal.
But feel free, you should, and because we've used him for years for a variety of different things. Whatever you're needing, go to homewithrichard.com to get the process started, and they can take care of you from there. Homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months, 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin.
Available when you want it, how you want it. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
At the Ace TJ Show, who are or what are you single-handedly keeping in business? A lot of people joke about, I'm keeping Arby's in business, which may be true because there's not a lot of people there whenever I go past. But a lot of these businesses people are mentioning are very popular, so I don't know that everybody got the idea. But I like it. Let's see. Valerie said, Hobby Lobby, I thought you would never ask. I make scarves, toboggans, gloves, and pet scarves just for you, Riggins. That's very sweet. Pet scarves. Love that. Amy said, my 4-year-old single-handedly keeping Kraft Macaroni Deluxe singles on the market. Those
the deluxe ones.
The deluxe ones. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Eddie Bauer, Monica says. Eddie Bauer still a place? I had no idea.
Mm-hmm.
That's like outdoor hiking stuff, I think.
Yeah, Eddie Bauer and Fossil.
Yeah.
My dad loves a Fossil watch.
What was the Eddie Bauer? Didn't have a model of like a Ford Explorer or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like his was like an outdoor brand, but I haven't seen an Eddie Bauer in a long time. I know. Lindsay said, QT, their crushed ice is addictive. But again, a lot of people, by the way, did anybody see that video? Somebody went to Buc-ee's over Memorial Day weekend. I mean, it looked like, I'm trying to compare it to something. It looked like the Super Bowl. I mean, there were probably 1,000 people in the Buc-ee's. It looked like a nightmare. I mean, there was a line at the fountain drink station that was like 20 deep. I mean, it looked like a Rolling Stones concert. I mean, it was ridiculous.
Yeah. And then I saw a drone shot from the outside, and it looked like 10 Tesla and Land Rover dealership
Oh, really?
at Buc-ee's.
Fell for that one. Yeah. Little trashy.
No, I didn't see
I've
that.
never been. Is it? Yeah, I would. Is it
No,
like
it's a lot of country folk,
It
which
is a
I
lot of
love. I love that, seriously.
Yeah. Seriously, he does.
I do.
He does. He genuinely loves it.
That's not hyperbole.
So at the Ace TJ Show, if you've got a great one.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Hey, radio family, we've got a new way to win. Ace TJ Prime Rewards. Win great stuff like gift cards, Ace and TJ merch, concert tickets, and exclusive money can't buy experiences. Win it all with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. It's so easy. Download the Ace and TJ Family app in your app store or at acetj.com/app and start winning with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. New winners every week. Fun and free. Get the app and play Ace TJ Prime Rewards. We always knew you were a winner. Now it's your chance to prove it. Get the app today.